Visual Radio here talking about the movie tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, is Hercules. And it's not the Moon Men, but one of the Hercules movies.
Frank Dello Stritto talking about movies.
Hey Frank, I wasn't sure which number, sorry.
Okay, are we out of time?
No, we got time, we got 4 minutes.
Okay. Tomorrow night's movie is Hercules Unchained, made in 1959. It hit the U.S. shores in the summer of 1960. When I saw it, and I can't tell you the excitement at the kids' matinee when the coming attraction came on, telling us that next week would be another Steve Reeves movie. Steve Reeves was a big star of our generation at the Saturday matinees, and the place was always packed when there was a Steve Reeves movie there. And he was Steve Reeves, but he only made 2 films as Hercules, and then Hercules Unchained. So this is actually his last performance as Hercules. And this movie, believe it or not, has affected how movies are marketed today. Because you may be old enough to remember, Joe. I don't know if you do. That in the old days, movies would come out in the big cities, and it would seem to take forever for them to get to the cities, the suburbs.
Right.
And from the suburbs to the rural. Okay. And that was because they had made relatively few prints. There just weren't any movies to go around. And Joseph Levine, who was the distributor entrepreneur who brought these movies to America and probably had them dubbed, made an unheard of 600 prints for this. And, you know, in those days, there was, probably about 6,000 theaters in America. So there was an incredible number of prints for this movie. And it was saturation fishing. And it all that first weekend, create the buzz, take your money and go home. And that's basically what we do today. I mean, when a big movie opens now, they'll say it's opening on 2,000 screens or opening on 3,000 screens. And in fact, that just didn't happen back in those days. And this is one of the movies that broke the ice. And so Levine's marketing, this became a big hit. And
Hello? We lost Frank. He's on a cell phone in New Orleans. Hello? And let's see if we can get him back.
553. You have reached the Sprint.
Well, people, we've got a minute and a half left, and Frank Dello Stritto's in the wilds of New Orleans, but Hercules Unchained is our movie for August 24th at 9 p.m. here at WinCAM.org. You can watch it online at WinCAM.org. You can get some sneak previews on YouTube. See if you want to sit down and watch the whole movie, which you will. Steve Reeves is on it. And hello, welcome to Visual Radio.
It's Frank again. I'm in the car just outside New Orleans, so maybe we passed from one fish to another. I don't know. Are we out of time?
1 minute.
Okay. There's a couple of villains in this. 2 of them have cancer. The villainess, the evil sorceress, is played by Sylvia Lopez, and she will be dead within a year of making this movie of leukemia. She was only 27.
Oh.
And maybe her health explains why she has so much makeup on. She looks like a drag queen almost. And I got to say, in 1960, she's supposed to be a sexy siren. She was kind of scary looking. She almost looked like a transvestite.
Well, thank you. Thanks so much, Frank. Enjoy New Orleans.
I'll talk to you next week.
And how Hercules meets the Moon Men next week.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And that's our show, people. Thanks.
Plans and executes the decision.